Welcome back, beautiful beings. Today I'm going to make a autumn photo album, or you can make an autumn journal, okay? But I did want to show you this. This piece is too long, okay? And this piece is too short, okay? See the side there? And this print is from homeofallseasons.com, okay? You can go to her website, buy her a cup of coffee, send her your email address, and she'll send you a code, and you can upload digitals, and she'll send you a whole bunch of other stuff, okay? But the reason I want to show you this is because this piece is too short, so I have to come in, but I want this piece on the fold, okay? So when it bends, it's not on the fold, but this has to come in more over here. So what I did, this piece is bigger. See, that paper's bigger. So I'm gonna come over here and do the same thing. Make sure it's not on the fold. And I'm gonna mark it. That way when I put the fabric on, both ends are equal with fabric. Just wanted to show you that. I could probably show you how I glue this down. This piece will be on the fold, but I don't really care. I just don't want to cut this off. And I did mark it so it's even on both sides up here. See, I put a pin mark so it's even there, and I also did it on the bottom. This one will be on the fold, but I'm not too concerned about that because I'm going to put fabric that matches the cover that we're putting on here down through here. And this is, of course, Raisin Bran box I'm using, okay? So I'm not really concerned about that. But let's get to gluing so you can see how I do it. Some of you are wondering how I do it. See where I mark the lines? I just make sure the glue is in the lines, okay? If you go out of the lines, it's okay. Just make sure when you put the paper down, you have it in where you marked it, here and here and down here, okay? This is just regular paper, printer paper, okay? So here's my mark. There, and there's my mark there, okay? So I'm gonna put that down. It needs to come down a little bit more. And I think I got it. And again, the reason I'm showing you this is because this paper is bigger. So I just took this paper and put it in there and measured this. So when we wrap the fabric around, it's equal amount wrapped around this side, okay? The top and bottom are fine, okay? If you do get little lines, it's fine. If you don't like little lines, then use the thicker cardstock. They don't really bother me. It's just texture to me. And make sure when you print out, you let your ink dry. Okay? Just wanted to show you that. I'll be back after I get the other one down. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm going to show you. I got this going up this far. So I'm going to want to do the same up here. Okay? So you're going to have to either measure it or eyeball it. I just eyeball it. So I want this same amount up here. Okay, and it's probably, I don't know, half an inch, maybe an inch. But here is what I'm concerned. I just gonna tuck this over just a little bit. That's it. And that's what I'm gonna do over here. Okay. So I'm gonna look over there, and then I'm gonna start my scissors here, and I'm gonna make sure it's the same amount. Okay, it's over there. And then I'm going to cut it up, okay? Then I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to make sure when I get up to here. Sorry, I only got two arms. One to hold the camera and one to fold the, you know. But I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to fold that up and then I'm going to make sure it's the same amount up here. Okay, about there. All right, I just wanted to show you that. And you want it to fit in the camera holder to show the whole view. Okay, beautiful beings. Now we're doing the top. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make sure that covers where I want, and I'm unraveling it too. I'm going to fray it. So I'm going to make sure that's where I want it. And then up here, I'm going to make sure I cut enough so it goes down on that the same amount as that. And I think right there would be good. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's see. Is that going to be the same amount? And I don't want to pull this fabric because I think it's going to be see-through. The cover. Let's see. Always be aware of that too. And here we go. Okay, that's going to go down. And I did cut it a little bit so I can just trim it down to where I want it so it's equal amount. See, I did come out a little bit too much. Just right there. It's pretty straight. But just right here, I'll just trim that off. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. See? Or you can just adjust this like this if you don't want to do that. And make sure it's in the middle. And then fold both sides in. Okay? Whatever you want to do. There's something else I wanted to show you. Oh, the cover. All right, I'm going to pull this as tight as I can. The glue's still wet. That's why it keeps sticking. But I don't care if this is just for me to show you. I want to show you right here. You can't see through, but the more you pull it, you might be able to, like right there. Can you see that right there? Right here? You can see through it. So watch that on your cereal boxes. But if you don't care if you can see that, which it doesn't really matter because the pattern is pretty good. You can't see through the napkins, just the green. Okay, but as you can see, spots you can see through. Let's see about this side because it's different. Because that side had blue and this don't. This has more yellow, so let's pull the fabric and see if we can see through that. Pull it tight. And again, you just see the same thing pretty much. Okay, it just gives it another background texture. But sometimes it has writing, and depending on the fabric, you can see through that. I don't know if you can, maybe this white one here. Let me show you with this white fabric. If I pull it, you probably see that word. Yeah, see? You can see with the white better. See how you can see the words through there? So you can paint that, okay? That's what I'm doing with this fabric. Because this fabric is going on. Hang on. This fabric is going on this one, okay? And it's Captain Crunch box. And I'm going to paint. I'll probably use, you can use whatever paint you want. You can use dark paint, you can use white paint. Just remember it's going to show up in the background. So if you want it to stay white, use white. If you want it maybe a little darker, use beige. And if you want it real dark, use brown. But like this one, I painted up here. Okay, because these weren't long enough. The paper wasn't long enough and the box is bigger. So I just painted that. And I can show you what that'll look like when it's folded over, as long as the paint's dry. Make sure the paint's dry. And which way is this gonna go? That way. So when it's folded over, and I will fray it, I'm just gonna put it up to the line. Okay? But it's gonna be frayed. Okay? I don't think it looks too bad. I'm just trying to do different things. because everybody has a different taste and style, how they like things, but this will be frayed. Here, let me try to give you a look here. It's just a little frayed. I'll probably fray a little bit more, but I'm just going to that line. See where that line is right here? The end of the copy paper. I'm going to put it right there, and that's what it's going to look like. Okay? Just like that. And then here, I'll cut up an extra piece, and I'll put a strip of the fabric down the middle. Okay? Beautiful beings. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, beautiful beings, I got my tripod out so I can show you the full view. Okay? Alright, I had paint. Remember I told you I had one of my paint gets low. I add water and I put an X on the top. I wanted to use that up, so I put that down, and this is enough to extort the color to make it so you can't tell what it is, okay? With the graphics and all this stuff that's in there. It extorted it very well. Alright, I want to make sure this is right where I had it. We're going to glue this down. And as you can see, I don't really have it all the way up or all the way down because we're folding this piece over. So we don't need to do that. All we need to do is put some glue down. I want that right even on each side, so a little bit of the brown shows on each side. And I don't want it that way. I want it this way, I think. This journal is going to be called Thanksgiving Feast because of the fabric. All right. Now, I'm going to start on the sides. Tuck it over, and I'm not pulling like I did on the other ones. Just pulling. Because the other ones I pulled the fabric. This, I pulled it, and I'm not doing it on that one. This one. Because I don't want it any thinner than it is. Because of the cereal box. Okay? And then, see. You can still see the picture. Let's check this side now. Let's check this side. I'm just going to push in just a little bit. Then I'm going to do the same thing. She's got beautiful prints that she made up and lets you, if you subscribe, she lets you use them. But don't forget to buy her a cup of coffee or show her you appreciate her. Right, on these, on the corners, I'm gonna cut them like that. And I'm gonna tuck that in, probably tuck it under. Tuck that right under there. And I'm gonna bring that up like that. But of course you're gonna want to fray it a little bit. And this side. Tuck that down in. Make sure you can see how I'm doing this. I'll hold it so you can see. Like that. I'm going to fringe this. Fringing this fabric took, I think, longer than gluing these beautiful pages down. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go get the other scissors doing this. And there is beautiful journal cover, photo album cover for your Thanksgiving pictures, whatever you want it to be. Doesn't even have to be about Thanksgiving. I'm just showing you how to make a beautiful journal cover, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna do the next one to show you how to do that one. Forgot to show you close up. Okay, it's you can't see it. It's like you don't know what it is, but you know there's something there behind the white. See it? But you don't know what it is. Just the light colors are basically all you got to worry about. Okay, you can see stuff, but it just doesn't come out clear. Right? Beautiful. All right. You can sew it up. All right. This is what I'm doing. I'm putting lace in here. Just a little bit. And this is going to be our tires for the journal. Okay. So I will be sewing that down with it. Okay. So it's going to be like that. Right behind that. And I will probably make it like maybe that long. I'll go to this side, past where it goes up, and then the other side, I'll go over to pass where that. And let me glue that down now. That these are gonna be our tires, okay? But that, and we're gonna put it down, and then we're gonna put some more on the top, just a dab, okay? And that's gonna go across that way. Bring the glue over here, and then we're gonna do the same thing here. And I wanna make sure it's going the same way, and if you don't want it going the same way, you don't have to have it going the same way, okay? And I'm gonna pull that through there, like that. See where I need it to start. And then we put it down there. And I put a little glue up here. And if you're not sewing it, I'd put more, okay? And then I'm gonna throw that across just like I did that one. And we're gonna cut this off, right like I did the other one. Just past where you flip them up, right? And those are our tires. So we put stuff in it, in our journal, which will be open like this when you jam pack it. And this will be the tires for the front of the journal, okay? All right, now on to the next one. Okay, beautiful beings. Here's the other one. I'm gonna glue this one down. Just like that. Okay, and if you want, well, they'll cause wrinkles, but I could have frayed that more. I could still do that if I wanted to. Just so my picture's not covered up so much, but it's all right. And then we got this, and I already got this frayed, but the pattern is so screwy, I can't figure out which way I want it. And I'm thinking the side with, I don't know, I think I got more ups on this side. That's what we're going with. We're going with that side. And then see how this is curved up? Just gently take a cardboard, because Mod Podge sometimes do that. Just gently do that. And I'll go back down. Okay. Just gently. Or you can wait till you get your cover on. That's what I usually do. I'm not sure. I should have painted it, I think. This seems to be longer on that side. I probably didn't cut that too straight. we're gonna paint it. I think the paint adds a nice effect. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. Just make sure your box is smaller, okay? But then you're gonna have to cut up cardstock, especially the colored cardstock that's longer. I don't know if I got a piece here to show you. See? This will fit in there perfectly, okay? But if you want to use the smaller, because we have smaller, there's smaller cardstock they buy. So just look at your measurements. See, that piece is shorter. That fits in there too. But you can make the box smaller is what I'm trying to show you. Well, a little bit smaller, not much. You're still gonna end up cutting some off if you want it big. I don't know, it's up to you, whatever you wanna do. I just like cutting it to size cardstock. The album cover, for whatever it's for, so I don't have to cut off a bunch of and waste cardstock. Okay. Just adding color just in case. And we're probably gonna have to glue down the fringe bits now. All right, and then when that's dry, I'll be back. Okay, beautiful beings. I wanted to give you a tip. I put this here, okay? And I made a little slit with these scissors. And the reason I put this here is because I got it right where I want it. And I put just a tiny little slit right where I want this to go through. This lace, okay? There's a little slit right here. See that little slit? So I'm just gonna make it a little bigger. Up and then down. I got little scissors because they're way easier. I'm gonna move this off of here. And I already glued these down, so I didn't lose where I wanted them. And I'll show you what I did with that to get them even. All right, see how I just pulled that through? I'm gonna pull that up tight, like that. Okay. But I'm gonna check this side to make sure. And I got a little slit over here. Sorry. I got a little slit right there. Probably see that one better. Okay. See that little slit? I'm gonna just make that just a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna put this one through. This lace. In there like that. Pull it tight. Up. And I gotta make sure this is back where I wanted it. I just wanted that over here a little bit. It might be a little longer, but on the other side, but that's all right. I'm not really fussy. Plus that'll be the back of the book, so they probably won't even notice once it's filled. I'm just checking all this now, make sure it's where I want it. And it is. So we're going to glue down the sides. Okay. I found it easier this way. I just was winging it when I first showed you, but this way is the better way, I believe. Okay. Glue these down where you want them on both sides, and I'll show you after we get this glued down what I did to make sure they're even. Because on this one, I'm not really fussy. This one's higher than the back one, okay? See that? This is lower, this is higher. I mean, it's no big deal, but if you want it even, this is the easier way to do it. And I'll show you as soon as we get these glued down what I did. And I want this to the edge because this one's not going over as far. I just got that sitting there so it won't move top bottom, okay? And so when I was making the slits, if you got fray like this, you just cut it off afterwards, okay? So you want to pull that tight. I'm getting glue on my hands already. What do I do with my napkin? And just, sorry, I should have walked around. Snip that out like that. Right, so this is what I did. I want to make sure that's down good. I took the glue before I put the lace down or the fabric. The fabric was behind it, but I put glue down on the cardboard and I came over and I went like that. So it would wipe on the other side, and that's how I knew that they're even, and that's where you glue those on, and that's how I did that. Just put them like this, made a mark with a glue, so they're right in the same exact spot. Okay? Easy. This one I was winging it to show you. The other one, a little crooked, but it's okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to put glue up here. I just want to show you what it will look like without cutting the corner like we did on the other one and just pulling it down. So you have different ideas of looks, so you can make up your own mind. Just make sure it's tucked in good before you pull it up, so you can have your own mind of what look you like. Your own mind, so you can make up your own mind what look you want. Right. And again, you can just cut this off after. Okay. Tuck this one in again. And there you go. Oh, I didn't do up here. Tuck that in. You can even just tuck it in like that and do it too, okay? You can have that look, but I'm going down for the straight look. And this one, it's gonna work with me. I don't have glue there, that's why it's not working. So I gotta go back to the other side and get the glue. But I wanted to give you a full view because I did it before. I had to rearrange stuff around me. So I had room to do this, to show you. Okay, beautiful beings. And there you go. Right? And this one is even. Okay? And there's this one. Okay. Dinner time. It's dinner time, beautiful beings. Both sides. Okay. And then I wanted to show you this one. I sewed that one up around the sides. And that's what it looks like. It doesn't have to be even. But again, just stick glue here and stick glue there. Glue these down first if you want that look where they're even. And then put the glue like this, okay? So you can mark it with the glue before you glue them down, and then they'll be even. They won't be all wonky like mine, okay? And here's this one, all right? Easy peasy, okay? Have a wonderful everything.